For the aerial assassin, stick it to the BCC.
And would Mariah May make out with yet another girl?
And finally, was Swerve Strickland able to stand up to the Samoan Joseph before their epic clash at Dynasty? All that and more. This week's episode of Dynamite. Hit it, Dave.
Hey, Daver here. Welcome to the show.
Hey, this guy's Chad.
And Chandler's back as well, finally. How we doing, Dave?
Well, we're good now that you're back, man. I can't lie. We missed you.
Yeah, channel almost fell apart. Dave cried. I had to go to the hospital.
What? What do you mean? We're over 200 subs. We're doing better. I should leave more often. Absence makes the heart grow fonder, guys. Business is up.
You just Chris Jericho'd us?
I'm the Brock Lesnar of Grapple. Wait, I'm the Roman Reigns of Grapple Sauce.
The MJF.
Yeah,
He's doing that, right?
Well, being that I was gone on my vacation to Jacksonville for reasons, I heard there was a little local indie event that you two went to. Want to talk about it for a sec?
Oh my golly. Yeah. Chad, you're wearing the shirt from the event. Roseland 8 Prestige. Good golly, what a show. We got to see the one, the only Zack Sabre Jr.
I'm jealous.
Minoru Suzuki.
I'm jealous.
Mustafa Ali.
Still jealous.
Dirty Breeze.
Dirty
Is that
Breeze.
Tyler Breeze?
Yeah.
Still jealous.
Breezango.
And Dirty Dango.
Wait, Breezango? You saw Breezango? I loved them so much.
Yeah. They put the heat over.
Midnight Heat are continuing? Oh my goodness. Greatest tag team ever. Young Bucks who? Midnight Heat now.
Yeah, they're incredible. We had Trish Adora, part of the infantry, versus Amira.
Wait, who?
Amira.
No, are we still doing that bit? Who's the infantry?
Oh, yeah. Who the fuck are the infantry?
Oh.
Did Amira win?
Amira won.
Good.
Right, Chad?
Fantastic match, yes.
Good.
Yeah. So I'm gonna embrace the 7-year-old Dave, and I'm having a good old-fashioned Capri Sun. Figured I'd announce that.
Well, I'm drinking water.
I drank water. I'm all empty though. Sadness.
Oh man.
Well, unless y'all got anything more to say about Prestige, other than I'm jealous I wasn't there, we want to get into some news. But what do you got
real
to say?
Quick? Prestige is gonna have a arena show, 3,000 person arena in July called Combat Clash. Wardlow, Roderick Strong, Alex Shelley, can't remember who else. Athena.
Yeah.
We're going to that. Anyway, yeah. Do we want to talk about some news?
Yeah. I think first and foremost, Rhea Ripley is injured. She had to vacate her title, which, fun little statistic, even though it's not fun. John Cena's longest reign with the WWE title ended at 380 days. You know how long Rhea Ripley's title reign was? 380 days.
380.
300. Oh, it's kind of interesting that these big stars, it's a bad number, but yeah, she it was done on a angle from the Raw after Mania where Liv Morgan attacked her. It wasn't the chair shot because you just see Rhea Ripley standing. Then all of a sudden, a chair whacks her head out of nowhere.
Yeah, it was when she got shoved into the wall, right?
It was her selling it. Yeah, she banged her shoulder into the wall, which is really unfortunate. No one's blaming Liv Morgan for this, which is good, and they're turning it into a story. Kind of like the CM Punk thing, where they're like, it's not really Drew's fault. We're just going to use it for heat. So.
Yeah, what a bummer. I caught a little clip of that. She looked really sad. So.
Yeah.
She'll be back.
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
I'm actually kind of glad I missed it, but I missed the all-in footage reveal. But apparently it was not good for ratings long term because the ratings last week were up by like 10% or so. They were back up to like over 800,000, but they were back to 750,000 this week. So guess it didn't work. If they were setting up CMFTR versus Luke Perry or Jack Perry in the Elite, maybe then, but that's not going to happen. So why would you do it? Why would you show it?
It was not good TV.
I watched the segment. That's the only thing I watched. I liked that they used it for heat, but I wish they didn't show it. I wish they like narrated it or acted it out.
It
in a
was
silly
30
way.
seconds of dead air. Like there was no audio at all. Like I told Dave last week, like when I went to school, one of the first things we were taught is like all television is a radio show with pictures. Like you can mess up all kinds of things visually and like the brain doesn't care, but you have dead air in the audio and it drives you crazy. I did not like it. I was like, technically poor, bad execution.
They should have, like, you know, the bad lip reading they do on YouTube? They should have done something like that. Like, there's a million things they could have done to make this better, but I think the best thing they could have done is not show it.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Yeah, they could have done all the same, like all the same angles and stuff and not had the video, and it would have actually probably been more compelling. Like, they would have still built the same story, good heat for the upcoming match, and it would have been just fine.
Yeah. Yeah, just kind of how I felt about it. It was a bad idea. They didn't need to do it. I don't think it's going to kill the company.
No.
Like
already
people were
already moved on.
People were, yeah.
A lot of people were saying WCW 2000. This was not a WCW 2000 thing. This was just dumb. It wasn't good television. It was dumb. It happens.
They tried something. It didn't work.
Yeah. But yeah, let's see. The only thing I've really heard about is it's pretty much a done deal at the Motor City Machine Guns. Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin are pretty much going to be in AEW. They just need to iron out the last part of their contract, and it'll be imminent.
Cool.
So I think that's the right call. Like, they're both, FTR has had some words with the Motor City Machine Guns. The Bucks have had, words with them on social media. So it'll be good to get that hashed out, I think.
I think it's really, really cool. My only experience with them is the one Prestige show I've been to, but they were both fantastic. So I'm glad they're going to AEW. My only concern is the tag division is kind of like crowded right now just because of the Bucks, and I hope they win. So it's like, I don't really want anyone to take those belts from them anytime soon. But if there is someone, big babyface Motor City Machine Guns, not a bad shout. Not a bad shout.
Yeah. I think I'd really want them to take it from the Bucks, honestly. I mean, they've jumped the line if they show up in my book.
I would say if I'm booking this, if I'm Booker Man, either Motor City Machine Guns or a reunited Edge and Christian.
Ooh.
Those are the two.
I think. It
could be a triple threat.
Yeah.
That would be the way to do it.
There's plenty of ways they could book this. That, like, we haven't even we don't even have a tag team champion right now. So we need to get to that first.
Yeah. Prerequisite. Cool. Yeah. You hear of anything interesting, Chad, going on in the news?
Nope. I've had my head in the sand the past few days.
I've got one other funny thing. Grayson Waller is having a feud with AEW right now. Let's go. If you don't know him, Chet or Dave, he's one half of the SmackDown Tag Team Champions right now. And he posted a silly, or he like said it in an interview or something, but he was advertising a SmackDown in Jacksonville coming up in May. And he said, it's about time we bring some good wrestling to Jacksonville because it hasn't been there in a couple years. And I
Love
think
it.
Dax responded on Twitter. He was like, "Yeah, just don't have him on the show." So just silly
Oh,
little beef,
man,
silly little beef. And
good.
he makes a lot of jabs about CM Punk. Like when AEW announced that they were going to show the All In footage, he was like, "I'm going to release footage of Austin Theory, who's his tag team partner, and I beating up the entire locker room backstage just to show how tough we are." So he's just doing a bunch of silly little things.
Oh, yeah. Uh, Getting people to look his direction, I guess. That
Mm-hmm.
can't hurt.
Yeah, I mean,
Uh,
it's just he doesn't do it on TV, which I think is fine. When it's on TV, it's kind of annoying because then you're taking up TV time. But you do it on social media. Who cares?
Yeah.
It's just silly little jabs.
yeah. Um. So yeah, you guys want to try out a little kind of a new segment, little trivia? Uh,
Yeah.
Ooh,
I heard
I'm
Chandler, you had a question.
yeah, so I want Dave's answer first and then Chad. So because I think Chad might be able to get it.
John Cena.
No.
Damn.
So how many times have Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar main evented a Mania together? Not separately, but how many times have they fought each other in the main event of WrestleMania?
Hmm.
Do you want multiple choice or are you just gonna?
Man, I, not yet. No, no multiple choice. Um, I know they've had matches against each other. I
It
don't.
has to be the
I
main
wouldn't have
event.
the knowledge. I wouldn't have the knowledge necessary. I'm going to say zero.
In the main event of WrestleMania? Incorrect. Chad, do you have a guess?
Oh, I want to say it's 3, but something tells me it's a bigger number than 3. But I'm going to stick with 3.
You are correct. It was the
Okay.
main event of WrestleMania 31,
Yeah.
which no one wanted because no one liked Roman Reigns. It was the main event of WrestleMania 34, which no one wanted because no one wanted Roman Reigns or Brock Lesnar to win. And it was the main event of WrestleMania 38, which is what started the bloodline like
Yeah.
getting too big because it's when Roman won both titles.
Yeah.
So
But come
there you
on, though.
go.
Probably one of the most epic cash-ins ever what happened in one of those matches.
31. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
when Seth Rollins hijacked it. He stole the main event of WrestleMania. I remember
Oh,
watching that live. It was
it was
fantastic.
beautiful. That whole Mania was great. Like
Mm-hmm.
that curb stomp earlier in the night. Oof. The ladder match that kicked off the show.
Mm-hmm.
That,
Yeah,
that was what Zach. That was the one Zack Ryder won, right?
that was the one Daniel Bryan won.
Yeah. Okay.
And then Rusev coming in on a tank.
Yeah.
I think the only downside is Sting losing, but it was a really good, like, it was a really good match. It was a lot of fun. It just Sting lost. So that's the only thing that sucked about it.
Yeah. I know that one. Now that you put it in perspective, all you had to do was say Sting, and I know exactly the pay-per-view you're talking about.
His
Yeah.
entrance was dope.
Oh, it was so good. All the big drums. It
Yeah.
was great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. Fun little thing I want to do. Let's do some trivia after the news.
Yeah.
What's
I'll
in
come
the
up.
nudes?
What's in the news? That's first one. I had it for a couple of weeks because I've been waiting.
Yep.
But I'll come up with another one. Maybe it'll be AEW themed.
Perfect. All right. Well, shoot. Do we want to get into Dynamite?
Do the thing.
Perfect. Do the thing. They were coming to us live from Indianapolis, Indiana. We get a Moxley promo right off the get-go. The new IWGP World Heavyweight Champion John Moxley taking out Naito in Chicago. Yeah, New Japan pay-per-view. He did it. He is now the first ever New Japan, WWE, and AEW champion.
Pretty dang impressive.
He's held them all. Yeah, kind of the new Triple Crown goal, I guess. Yeah, good stuff. We got, yeah, he had a lot to say. Let's see. I'll try to condense it a little bit. People have tried to tell him what he can and can't accomplish. His message for them is kiss my ass and watch me. Being great isn't about what other people say, it's about what's in here. He's been chasing the IWGP title for 5 years, 5 years of pain, heartache, wins and losses, pints of sweat and blood, thousands and thousands of miles across the ocean. When your back is against the wall, how deep can you dig? Are you willing to dare to be great? To prove to the doubters that they're wrong? Because that is what AEW is about. He calls Don Callis a creep. He says he's feeding the Don Callis family lies, and they are buying it. He says if you put a target on Danielson's back, you put a target on his. And he could hurt them with a tire iron or hit them with a car. But that would be too easy. They wouldn't learn anything. He calls out Hobbs for a match next week on Dynamite in Jacksonville. Looking forward to that. He says Hobbs can make it quick, or he's not going to make it quick or easy. He will make Hobbs realize Don feeds him lies. Yeah, there's only one John Moxley. Yeah, good promo. It was good to hear a good, like, poetic John Moxley violent promo. Like, it's been a while, and it felt good.
Yeah, I definitely missed having him on the TV, and even like you said lately, his stuff's tended to be a little more straightforward. So it was kind of nice to just let him go because he's always so good. Even then, I felt like it wasn't like some of his wordplay wasn't as like visual or evocative like as it normally is. It still felt a little more straightforward than they can be, but still good. I love the shaved head too. He looks great. Looks like a badass. It was perfect.
Yeah, I was gonna call him baldly in my writing, so that's what I could think of. But it was a good just to echo what y'all said. It was a good promo. Good to see him back. For a little bit in the middle, it felt like he was like doing the tip or not the typical, but what they've been doing when it's like, no, guys, the AW's cool. Stop being mean. And I was like, how many more of these do we need? But I liked him talking about how much work he had to put in to get the IWGP championship and made it like really feel important that he got it. Made it feel like the accolade that it is. And I liked how he circled back to the Ospreay Danielson match because even though it's not a match he's in, he's still selling the pay-per-view. So that was a dang fine promo.
Yeah, well said.
Yeah, love it. Good to have him back. After that, we get a Mercedes Moné promo. She says
Big
she can't
news. He
wait.
revealed something big in this, by the way. Sorry to interrupt.
Oh, she did.
We've been waiting
She
6 weeks for her to say this. Why didn't she say this day one?
Kind of dumb. She says she can't wait to pay back that bitch who attacked her last week. She calls out Julia Hart, but questions if someone wanted her to think it was Julia. When she is all healthy, she's going to do all that. She added when she's healthy. That would have been good to know a while back.
I'm gonna be Cody Rhodes the Monday at Night Raw after he won the WWE Championship, and he had Samantha Irving call him out again. Can you say that one more time for the people that didn't hear that, Dave?
When I'm healthy.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Maybe we should have just pumped the brakes on debuting her until she was ready to go, because this just feels like they're spinning wheels now.
Or like, say that week 2, week 3, like it's week 6, right? Or week 7. I don't even know at this point, but we find out now. So it really she won't have her first match until Double or Nothing, right?
Yeah.
So we're going to get more of these segments.
Please no.
Please, yes. We're going to get more.
Please no.
So I was like really mad starting off. I was like, you've been injured this whole time and you just didn't tell anyone? I'm sure like people knew, but everyone, like when she first debuted, everyone was happy. And I was the only one. I was like, meh, whatever. Like I didn't think it was a good debut. And then like slowly everyone was coming to my side where they were like, she needs to start wrestling. Like she's talking too much. She's not a good talker. She needs to start wrestling. And she waited until now to say, oh, I can't wrestle. Why?
Humbled.
But you're a wrestler. What's the point?
Well, I'm not saying she should be injured. I'm not saying she shouldn't care about her health, but I also wouldn't have her on TV so much.
Exactly. Yeah, that's kind of what I was alluding to. Like, maybe we should have just delayed the debut until she was closer to being ready to go. Because now it's like, what do we get? Like every other week, just some really awkward and kind of not great segment.
What if even you held it off until Dynasty, like Willow beats Julia, and then Monet comes out? Whoa, what a big shock! Big things are happening. Monet's in the, but then she'd be like in the middle of the pay-per-view, and she probably wouldn't want that. So I don't know, but I would have delayed it because she debuted in March, and it's almost the end of April.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, yeah, you're right. But man, Tony Khan had been paying her already for what, like a couple months? Maybe he's like, I gotta get some use out of her somehow.
But I don't think she's a draw. At least not
No,
yet. So
no. Yeah,
and
I
like
think he's just like, I gotta get some money's worth.
I see that, but then maybe you don't pay her for 3 months without her being on TV. Like, I don't know. I hate to be the businessman over here. I don't run a billion-dollar corporation, but maybe you don't pay her for months.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's not like WWE offered her what she wanted anyway.
Mm-mm.
What was Impact or TNA gonna swoop her up?
No. I think Monet would have always gone to AEW. It's just it would have been a couple more months, which is fine. Maybe because they did have the like 1 week where it was Osprey came in, and then the next week Okada came in, then the next week Monet came in. So maybe he really liked that idea. Like it's the Danielson Cole at All Out a couple years ago. We had 3 weeks with 3 major debuts. Like maybe he wanted something like that, but it's also like I feel like you're getting your money's worth with Osprey and Okada.
Yeah.
But I don't feel like you're getting your money's worth with Monet yet. I'll say yet, but it's also been a couple weeks.
Yeah.
I think she should have just kept it secret at this point.
Yeah, her strengths is in the ring. If she can't be in the ring, there's not a lot of point to it. Like I said, it's no harm in delaying. AEW will still be there in a few months.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still way more interested in the women's world title than the TBS title because I feel like the TBS title is a foregone conclusion. Whoever wins at Dynasty is losing at Double or Nothing.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I'm not into Monet like very much. If I can't see her wrestle, I've never seen her wrestle, so I've got nothing to go off of except for her fairly mediocre mic skills. I mean, she's not great on the mic. Like, she's not like the worst, but
No, they're definitely worse, but for how high of a caliber she is and like how much they paid for her, she's really not good. She's not cutting it. CM Punk could go 7 weeks without having a match. He didn't, but he could have because he could cut the promos well. Monet?
Yeah, if Osprey like tweaked something and needed a few weeks off, I could watch the dude probably for a full hour. Like he's so good.
Well, also say it as soon as you know it, right? Like with Rollins, when he messed up his knee and they were like, oh, he might not make Mania, he might have to vacate his title. Everyone knew immediately.
Yeah.
So, but everyone was in the dark about this.
I mean, people suspected it.
I suspected it, but they just, like I would like to know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, true that. Yeah, do better.
Yeah.
Do better, Tony.
Yeah. It's not that big of a deal, but it's also like, you know, if you're doing this dumb decision, at least tell us why, you know?
Yeah.
If she's not wrestling, which everyone's saying, I'm saying she should be wrestling if she was healthy.
Yeah.
Like if you're saying she's not going to wrestle, tell us why.
Yeah. At the end of the day, it's a wrestling show. So it's kind of baffling having a wrestler on a wrestling show that can't wrestle. And maybe we could be giving that time to other people. Like, where's Statlander? She's amazing. And I feel like her story is really interesting right now, and we barely ever get to see her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, like we were having this with Adam Cole, except we knew he was injured, but it's like this injured guy's on the show and he's not really helping. So just have him sit at home.
Oh, maybe she's the devil. Oh, wait, no.
Dude, Athena is twice the superstar that Mercedes is in my mind. Like, just from what I've seen and what I know. Like, I'll watch Athena all day
Athena's
long.
the only thing worthwhile on Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wait. Outrunners are there.
My bad. I thought they were AEW talent. I didn't know they were Ring of Honor talent. I apologize. I take that back.
Yeah, I don't know. They did feature Athena. She had a promo on Collision.
Yep.
So that was kind of. I think Red Velvet needs to beat her. Which I think it already happened.
Yeah, that was
Chad?
Battle of the Belts at Collision.
Oh, that's right.
And Athena won.
Damn it.
Carrying that tradition of Battle of the Belts, but no belts change hands.
It's like I need her to win, or I need her to lose so she can win. That's fucked up.
Yeah, it's like getting called up for NXT. Whenever they do, like somebody drops the title area, like, ooh, they getting called up.
Yeah, like Braun Breaker just lost his tag team champions with Baron Corbin, so he can go be a megastar on WWE main roster. Carmelo Hayes just lost to Trick William in NXT, so he can be a big star on the main roster. Like, you gotta lose to win.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, love Athena. Let's see, where are we here? We got that mixed tag team match we were looking forward to.
A little bait and switchy.
I was almost gonna say, hey, we got 2 women's matches on the show. But then I went, wait, no, it's more like 1.5 women's matches on the show. And then you think about this match and you're like, I think Julia hit Willow like twice, and that was it. So 1 women's match on the show.
Yeah, we'll call 1.125.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, Willow did get to kind of wreck Brody a little.
That was cool. Yeah. I liked that.
Sorry they let that happen, which is great. I'm really happy they let them have contact. Let's see, we got Willow on the floor, hurt. Oh yeah, Adam Copeland, Willow versus Brody King and Julia. Yeah, Willow's hurt on the floor. We got Statlander and Stokely Hathaway coming to her aid. The lights go out and Brody King attacks Copeland from behind. It was a setup. Brody King crossbodies Adam Copeland when he's sitting in a chair on the floor. The match starts even though Willow is hurt. Copeland hits an impaler on Brody King, covers for 2. Adam Copeland went for a spear, but Brody King connects with a lariat. Brody King misses a cannonball, and then Willow comes out. Crowd goes crazy to help Copeland, and blind tags Copeland, bodies Brody King, and gives him a cannonball. Holy shit. Julia hits Willow with a chain and gets the Heartless lock on Willow. Aubrey calls the match. Julia won't let go of the Heartless lock, so Mercedes Moné runs out to make the save with a chair. Yeah, I don't know.
She sure did. She sure did, Dave.
It happened.
My favorite parts of this match, I liked how Brody King countered the spear with a lariat. I thought Adam Copeland sold that really well. And I said it before, I really like Willow's spots on Brody King. But it was also like, man, I remember when I really liked Brody King in the Continental Classic and I thought he was going to go somewhere. And oh, wow, joke's on me. But the ending was kind of a mess, but it was fine. And then there was one kind of dumb moment where, like, Julia locked in the Heartless lock on an unconscious Willow. And I know we don't do intergender fighting that much, but, like, why didn't Adam Copeland just, like, break it up?
Right.
It's clear. And he, like, kind of looked and was like, oh, I shouldn't be in the ring. And he tackled King out. So I thought that was kind of a dumb ending, but match was fine. I wish it was just a standard mixed tag match. It was like the JY MJF nonsense that they did to, like, build
too much
heat.
angle, too much overbooked mess.
Sometimes I just want to see the match.
Yeah, I was super excited for this, and I felt kind of ripped off. I was like, I wanted it to be a straight up mixed tag.
Yeah.
What I got out of it was I want Willow to get the China treatment. Let her win a men's title.
Yeah, I mean, Stokely pitched it.
Well, have her beat Roddy. What's he doing?
Yeah, Stokely was the best. He had that segment. Oh, I have an idea. Why don't she challenge you for the TNT championship? She's going to whoop your ass.
Yeah.
I love Stokely.
Yeah.
Me too. That ended up being a pretty cool group they got. Statlander, Stokely, and Willow. It works.
So, question, right? Who do you think is doing all these blackout attacks? Because I think the like smart answer, like the interesting answer, is Chris Statlander, right?
Yeah.
Like she's turning heel.
Totally. Yeah.
Boy, it kind of just felt like in this match, I'm like, what if it is just the House of Black? Like, what if it is just Julia and Sky Blue? Like,
boring.
That'd be lame. So I'm hoping I'm getting swerved here. I'm hoping I'm getting worked, brother.
Yeah. You know who I want? I already talked about her earlier. Athena.
That would be cool too. Yeah,
That'd
that would be interesting
ultimate.
too.
What if she just was like, I'm done with Ring of Honor. I've gone through everyone. I'm gonna start tearing shit up here.
Dude, she pulls a Samoa Joe, vacates that shit.
Yeah. I was gonna say don't vacate it. Just keep both titles. Like, people look better with both titles. Why not?
Ooh, yeah.
And it's not like she's going for the world title. She's going for the TBS title. Like, if that's how they swerve this and they go, oh no, Athena's going to start marching in, that'd be really good. But I don't want to get my hopes up for that. I think it's just going to be Statlander, unfortunately. Not unfortunately. I think it's going to be Statlander doing a heel turn with Stokely. I think that'd be actually good.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm hoping for it. It's a cool dynamic.
Yeah. After that, we get a little sit down with Samoa Joe. Renee there with him. He says Swerve comes up short with every championship opportunity. He's a choke artist. And even though Swerve chokes, he shouldn't worry. Joe will be the one doing the choking when he chokes him out. Yeah. Joe's a formidable guy, good looking champion. I'll tell you what. You were kind of saying it earlier, Chad, before we went on air about like AEW, even their transitional champions are like 5 months. And he's one hell of a transitional champion.
I would even say he doesn't feel like a transitional champion.
Nope.
That's my last note that I wrote about this show was I've actually really loved Joe's reign. I'm glad he had it, but it's time for it to end. I hope there's something else after this. I don't know what. Like, give him like not a year off, but like give him a year to just have some regular old feuds or whatever. But keep Samoa Joe in your upper main event, guys. He's pretty dang good.
Yeah, he can almost be like the gatekeeper for like that upper card. Like, people that want to get into the main event scene probably should have to go through him.
Yeah. I think that'd be a good spot for Joe after this world title run, because he got his, I'm sure he won the world title in TNA, but he finally got his world title run on a major promotion, because he was always supposed to have one he should have had one in WWE. They just never gave it to him. But at least he had a good run in AEW. He beat Hangman Adam Page, who was a former champ. He ended MJF's long reign. Like, he did a lot of good stuff.
For sure. Yeah, they made him look really good. Yeah, fair enough. After that, we get the Young Bucks and Okada. They interrupt a FTR video package. They're like, "Stop it! No, we don't like it. Bump it."
Yeah, they were like, "Sorry, you got cut for time. We'll get it on social media afterwards. Don't you worry. Let's just get the elevator working, Tony. Get the elevator working.
Good. Bring it down."
So good. Shit. Okada calls Pac a dead man. Then we get right into their match. The New Elite versus Pac, Penta, and Daniel Garcia. I'm here for that. That was a good little addition there. No Ray Phoenix, Slippin' Garcia. I'm cool with that. Matthew does the coin drop for Okada's entrance. I really love that bit. The New Elite jump Pac and knock Penta and Garcia off the apron. Garcia gets some offense in on the Bucks, but they take back control through picture-in-picture. Matthew Jackson gets on the mic and does play-by-play while wrestling. I'm just dying laughing for this stuff. I
They
love
used
it.
to do that in PWG and Pro Wrestling Revolver too, and dude, it's always a treat when they do it. They're so good.
Yep.
I loved it when he
Super
was like,
entertaining.
"Guys, stop him! Stop Garcia! No, like this is a fluke. This ain't much." And then he went back in and he was like, "I got you, beat." And then he's picking up. And he's like, "No, stop!"
Yeah,
So
you can put me down. You can put me down. I get it. You're good. You're good.
yeah, I thought it was pretty funny. Probably the best part of the match.
Yeah, good stuff. Pac moonsaults on the Elite from the top rope to the outside. Okada gives Pac a neck breaker and covers him, but Penta kicks Okada's head, breaks the pin. Penta makes a hot tag, gives Okada a Made in Japan, but Matthew breaks the pin. Pac catapults over the top rope into the ring into a cutter to Matthew. Do you guys know what I'm talking about when that happened? Oh my gosh. Uh, Beautiful fluid motion. Pac and Okada finally face each other. Pac drops Okada with a thrust kick and goes for the Black Arrow, but Nicholas knocks Pac off the top. Okada drop kicks Garcia. Then he got really high like he usually does. Love that drop kick. Then Okada tombstone pile drives Garcia and Penta. We get a super kick party to Garcia, then a rainmaker for the win. Wow, Okada is the man. He's the modern Japanese Ric Flair in my head. So
It just sucks that they killed poor Danny Garcia to get there.
Right?
That's like I liked this match. It was pretty well done. But then they just started killing Danny Garcia before and after the bell. And I was like, oh. And then I think the biggest thing I pulled away from this, FTR sucked. And I'm sure they weren't there. I'm sure they weren't on the show. But if I'm Booker, man, I wouldn't have done this angle or at least this far, because it looks like FTR don't care about their friend, and they're just going to let the Elite, whom they hate, by the way, they hate them, they're just going to let them kill poor Danny Garcia. And it took Pac, who's already been in the match, to come back and scare him off, which, good for Pac, makes Pac look good. I'm fine with that. But, like, it just makes FTR look like a bunch of, like losers. Like, they're like, oh, we don't care about our friend getting killed.
Yeah.
We'll just let it happen. So
Yeah.
I literally wrote down, I think if FTR win this, I'm going to be like shoot pissed. I'm going to be shoot pissed. Why do I want the evil EVPs to win this match? I used to hate the Young Bucks. Now I'm like, if they lose, I'm going to be so mad.
They're doing so good at their job, people are starting to like them.
Well, I think I told Chad, like every single WWE cap we do, make sure to check them out. The Rock turned such a like corner and is so good. I'm genuinely sad that he's going to be gone.
Right.
Like, I'm like, he was such a good part on these shows. I'm genuinely sad that he's gone, and I can't wait for him to come back. So it's crazy that these people can turn around and be like, oh, no. Okay, we suck. All right, we'll just turn heel and be good.
Good point. Yeah, great match, man. Okada, he is something else, man. Yeah, looks like $1 billion. Just so talented. He's so tall too. Like he makes everybody look so little.
I know he'll lose.
Where did he rank in your tallest AEW people?
He did not make the top 5.
I
But
know.
if you guys want to know who is the top 5, check out my video, AEW's tallest, 5 tallest roster members. So yeah, that dropped the other day. Check it out.
Let me tell you guys, number 3 will shock you. But back to this silly Okada guy. I know he'd lose, but I need Okada Takeshita. I need it. I need to see it.
I know when Moxley was teasing going one-on-one with a Callis family member, I was like, oh, Takeshita?
No, because Moxley would just beat him.
Yeah. That's coming after Hobbs.
It will, and I'm sure it'll be a great match.
Hey, man, they're putting Takeshita with the big dogs, so we can't really
Roman Reigns,
complain. Oh, well, Takeshita to WWE confirmed.
If they treated him like Gunther, I'd be the happiest man on earth.
And he could be that. Cool stuff.
I think this next segment's a doozy, isn't it?
Oh, good Lord, man. Let's see here. We got Taz brokering a meeting between Chris Jericho and Hook.
Who wants this? Who wanted this? Who's asking for this?
I didn't ask for it, but when it was done, I was laughing and having a good time. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't mind it. Jericho thanks Taz for getting Hook. He's known him for 30 years. He says he grabbed Hook off the apron to get his attention. He wasn't listening to him as much as he should. He said he didn't grab him off the apron to mess with Shibata. Shibata was just collateral damage. MJF, Orange Cassidy, Eddie Kingston, Moxley, Ospreay have all entered the Jericho vortex and has come out the other side a better performer, a better wrestler, and a better person as well.
Debatable.
He said he wants the two of them to get to the top of Wizard Mountain and breathe the rarefied air and get to the top. Jericho asks Hook if they can team up. Hook says no, he doesn't need his help. Jericho says, "Don't be stupid." Taz interrupts. He's like, "Wait." Jericho calls Taz dead weight. Jericho says Hook isn't ready to be champ. Taz interrupts him again, but Jericho pushes Taz down.
You fucked up. You fucked up.
Hook grabs Jericho, pushes him in the corner, and says, "You crossed the line. Get out of my ring." Had to tell him a few times to get out of my ring. Jericho leaves. Looks like a little bitch.
So, let's talk about this FTW match that's happening at Dynasty, right? I have 2 scenarios I want. And I can't decide which one I want more. Either I want Hook to kill Jericho in like 2 minutes, right? Like kill him. Or I want Jericho to win just to set the world on fire. Everyone would boo. Everyone would hate it. So I can't decide which I want more. Either it's Jericho loses in 2 minutes and leaves for a couple months, or Jericho wins and it's even worse
Just
than we
watch
all
the
could
world
imagine.
burn.
Yeah, I can't decide. And it's like I have to watch. If I wasn't watching the product, I think I'd pick Jericho to win. But if I am, I want Hook to kill him.
Yep. Yeah, me too. Shit, man. Yeah. Jericho should not have the FTW title at all.
Can I just say another thing? I'm annoyed. They announced 2 matches for Dynasty on this show, right? The title that's not real is on the main card, but the match that has 2 separate belts that are real, that are all for like the trios all for one battle, it's on the pre-show. I know no one likes the feud, but it's on the pre-show. I want to see that match on the main card.
Right?
I didn't catch that. It's on the pre-show, huh?
Yes, the all trios title match is on the pre-show. Rest in peace, Jay White. I think a lot of people are saying he's been buried. I kind of agree with that now. I think he's been buried.
What if he wins?
What did he do?
Oh, I just think that like why Jay White's so good. I know there's other people you want to push, but like the pre-show, really?
I think there'll be outcry, and Tony will put it on the main card. He did that before.
I'm crying. We got the number 1 Cody crybaby right here.
Ooh.
I'll be a Jay White crybaby. I'll do it.
Real
a J baby.
Cry me a river.
What?
Are you a J baby?
Yeah.
Like that. Okay. Cool. All right. Let's see. We get a Swerve promo after this. He doesn't think he's a choke artist. He stumbled, but he's fallen forward into success. He always gets back up and he never quits. Joe can call him whatever, but at Dynasty, he can call him the new AEW World Champion. Swerve's gonna confront Joe later on tonight and say why he's confident he can beat Joe. After that, we get Mariah May versus Deonna Purrazzo. We got Mariah May coming to the ring with Toni Storm and Luther. Deonna Purrazzo gives May a rope-assisted DDT. Mariah May shoves Deonna off the top rope onto the apron, and then she rolls on the floor. Looks like a pretty nasty spill. Deonna gets a Fujinara armbar on Mariah May. May gets to the ropes. Deonna pump kicks May, and covers, but May kicks out. Mariah May escapes a power bomb and gives Deonna a headbutt, a hip attack, a swinging DDT. She covers, but Deonna kicks out. Deonna Purrazzo reverses a Mayday into a pin and wins the match. Toni Storm attacks Deonna, but Thunder Rosa runs out and takes out Luther. That was pretty freaking epic. Then Mariah May and Tony get taken out too. Deanna and Thunder Rosa argue about needing help or not. Mariah pulls Deanna out of the ring, and Thunder Rosa gets Tony Storm in like a recliner and puts lipstick all over her face. Yeah, little the go home math doesn't add up on that, Chad.
Are you picking Thunder Rosa, Chad? I guess we'll have to find out on our predictions video out soon.
But yeah, a little sneak peek. Shoot. Yeah, I don't know. AEW doesn't always the go home math doesn't always quite line up. So
No,
I gotta hold up hope. But yeah, I think it's time to switch that title personally.
Look, I
she
guess
doesn't need it.
since we're giving our early predictions for this match, I've been all in on Tony Storm since I started reviewing these shows. That's not changing now, brother. I'm all in on Tony Storm.
I'll probably spread my points one way or the other.
I guess you'll just have to watch the Dynasty predictions video for the whole rundown. But anyways, back to this match. I thought it was pretty good. I actually really like Mariah May and Deonna Purrazzo, so it's nice to see them wrestle, but I would have liked it to be a little bit longer. I really liked the ending, how Deonna reversed the Mayday into the pin. That was pretty good. Cool. I liked how Tony Storm immediately just was like, whatever, I don't care about the finish. I'm just going to start beating up Deonna. I thought that was funny. And I really liked Tony Storm's selling of Thunder Rosa. Because like Thunder Rosa was punching her, looked like Tony died. So she's doing great. And I liked how when Thunder Rosa was putting up a lipstick on her, I think Taz is like, that's not even her color.
Yeah. Shivani actually said that.
Oh, was it Shivani? Yeah. So it was funny. I liked it, and I'm excited for that match a lot more than the TBS title match because it's like, oh well, even if Thunder Rosa wins, it's not like Mercedes Moné is just gonna beat her for it, right? Like, at least one of these people will have a reign after it.
Yeah. Yeah, I like Mariah May a lot. Like, I think her coming over from Stardom, and not to mention, we're kind of seeing a few Stardom talent coming over too. They've kind of got that worked out now where we can get some of their talent over here. I think Mariah May was in a Stardom show like a couple weeks ago too or something. So
I think Tony Storm went to a Stardom show and got face to face with someone. It might have been Mariah May as well, but I know for a fact Tony Storm did.
Yeah, I like that working relationship with that promotion. It should be a good thing for everyone, really.
Are we going to get a Stardom invasion like the CMLL invasion? Wait, you don't have enough time for the women to show that. What are we talking about?
Man, I had such high hopes for that.
That's not
then the visa thing happened, right?
It was the visa thing. It's no one's fault. I don't think it was ever an invasion, but
no.
It is sad that we don't get it's sad that we don't get to see all those great guys anymore. I'm sure they'll be back soon.
Let's see, we get a Bang Bang Gang promo. We got Jay White. He says they've been having a blast, scissoring, learning new catchphrases, new T-shirts, new friends. The Guns got to team with their old man again. He calls out the Acclaimed for a trios match, winner takes all at Dynasty. Man, yeah, I didn't catch that was a pre-show thing. Shit. Then we get the Acclaimed responding. Daddy Ass says, you called out the Thunder? Well, you got it. Anthony Bowens accepts the match, and Max Caster wants the Guns versus the Acclaimed on Collision before the pay-per-view. That should be a good one. That was a kind of a crazy match back in the day where the Acclaimed lost the titles to the Guns, but I think that seemed wrong at the time, but I think that added to the Guns character. You know what I mean? Like it gave them some legitimacy in my mind. So yeah, just made them that much cooler now.
That was before I was watching AEW, but I know now I really like the Guns. I really like them with Jay White, and I really hope, I know it's on the 0 hour, so it doesn't matter, but I really hope Jay White and the Guns win so that the trios titles can be defended on AEW television, because that has not happened for a while. So
yeah, I agree. Yeah, I think the Acclaim should like split up.
I think they're going to WWE.
Damn.
I think
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of weird stuff going. Like, why doesn't he rap anymore? I think there's something going on. I don't think people like them. Like, I'm not saying like the fans don't. I'm not saying they're bad people. I'm just saying I think there are some people that don't like them up top. So I think they might be scattling on to WWE. It makes sense for Billy Gunn to go back to WWE because he's Billy Gunn. They can put him in the Hall of Fame or whatever. So that's my kind of crackpot prediction. I have nothing to go off again. I have nothing to back it up other than gut feeling and vibes, but
yeah,
we'll see.
Yeah. After that, we get Orange Cassidy versus Shane Taylor. I'll say it every time. I like Shane Taylor. They're great.
Before we get too
Lee
far,
Moriarty.
I can't believe I missed Shane Taylor Productions winning a match on Dynamite last week. We're the 3 biggest Shane Taylor production fans in the world right now, and I missed it.
Yeah.
And then I was like, they're on Dynamite again. He lost, but they're on Dynamite again.
Yeah. Yeah, they're doing it right, man. They're putting in the work. They're losing when they need to lose. They'll get a win every now and again. Like, hey, I think that's the right path. That's how they're doing the job, brother. You know?
I missed it because of WrestleMania and I was gone. But how are you guys feeling about Anthony Ogogo and Shane Taylor Productions? Is it a good fit? I don't know.
Not liking it.
Not liking it.
Dude, his physique went to shit. For one, he like, yeah, he's not like fit like he was 2 years ago. I don't know. I don't think he's that great. He was like, they had him on commentary briefly on Collision, and he was like Nigel Light. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I don't know. I'm not feeling it. He might grow on me. I don't like that he's like wearing a suit. That's not like doesn't
Not the
fit
rest
with
of them
the
wear.
like the MMA like vibe.
Yeah. The one thing I know about Anthony Ogogo is he had that really bad feud with Cody. So that's all I know.
Him and Cody had the infamous weigh-in segment that bombed. It was god awful. Paul White was
fart.
Yep. Remember in All Access or whatever, they showed the aftermath, and like he was like, "Yeah, I know it was awful." Like,
sorry to interrupt. That was something I really wanted to like talk about because I was like, they won last week, and I wanted to know how you felt about Anthony Ogogo.
Yeah, I'm not feeling it yet. Could grow on me though. But yeah, let's see. We got no one walking to the ring with Orange Cassidy. Trent turned on him. Shibata was somewhere. Romero was somewhere.
So again, they didn't say this, but this is just another crackpot theory. So we know he has issues with visas, right? What if it's only a visa to work in the US? Because the only shows he was on were the Canada shows.
Possible.
Or maybe he just went back to Japan. I don't know. But that's what I was thinking. Is I was like, maybe he can only be in Canada, but not USA for some reason. I don't know why, but some reason.
Yeah. Man, Shibata really has grown on me too. Like that dude can go. I respect his work. Yeah, he had that match against was that a
Danielson and
singles match
Ospreay.
last week?
Last week it was the Lion Hook match.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where they pinned Shibata while
So
Jericho was doing the shenanigans.
So that's like, what do you like? Shane Taylor finally got a win, but Shibata got pinned, and like it wasn't Jericho or Hook. So it's like, oh, what do you want?
Yeah, canceled out, man.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Shibata's great. I really am thankful that I've got to learn about these great Japanese wrestlers that uh I don't know how else I would have learned about them, otherwise. So yeah. Uh Back to the match here. Orange Cassidy's all alone. Shane Taylor tells him to put his hands in his pockets. He does. And Orange Cassidy gets some offense in on Taylor. With the kip up and the drop kicks and all that fun stuff. Shane Taylor gives Orange Cassidy a rope assisted stunner. Looked really nice. Orange Cassidy rolls out of the ring, and Lee Moriarty attacks Orange Cassidy. Then the ref turns around and he looks all smooth. I really like that. Like nothing happened. Shane Taylor chops Orange Cassidy really hard. Orange Cassidy makes a comeback and gives Taylor a stun dog millionaire, then dives on Moriarty and a go-go. Shane Taylor lariats Orange Cassidy and covers when Orange Cassidy kicks out at 2. Orange Cassidy goes for the beach break but can't lift Taylor. Orange Cassidy hits the orange punch, but Taylor hits Orange Cassidy with a punch of his own. Taylor winds up for another, but Orange Cassidy hits him with another orange punch for the win. Shane Taylor promotions, jumps Orange Cassidy. Matt Sydal, this is my favorite part of the whole match. Matt Sydal and Christopher Daniels run out to help Orange Cassidy, but Trent takes him out with a chair so they couldn't help Orange Cassidy. That was freaking awesome.
Yeah,
I loved it.
first time I've liked Trent so far.
Right. Yeah, man, he just looked like he knew exactly what he was doing. Like, oh my gosh, like it's like he could see clearly now for like first time ever. And what is his shirt was like mocking them like winning the big one, right? Did you read
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was like Trent Orange with Chuck Taylor winning the big one. I thought that was pretty funny. So I really liked Trent in this. I thought of something. How do we feel about Trent joining Shane Taylor Productions?
Love it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, I'd be fine with it. I had like Trent finally. So why aren't we getting Trent and no Orange Cassidy at the pay per view? They might announce it, but why aren't we getting it at the pay per view? Is that a double or nothing thing? Is there not enough heat, brother?
Yeah,
Man,
not really.
good point. Good point. Yeah. I'd rather have the trios on the main card than that.
Well, yeah, but we don't live in that world, so
Yeah.
I would just flip it with the FTW title, because
Yeah.
that no one likes
Yep.
Jericho and it's not a real title.
Why is that on the main card? Shit. Yeah.
Because you can't. Jericho's not going on the pre-show. What are you talking about?
No, he's not. But yeah. Anyway, we got a little recap of Roderick Strong attacking Kyle O'Reilly at Battle of the Belts. Kind of a preview of their Dynasty match that somehow Kyle O'Reilly ranked to challenge for that.
Rankings don't matter. Rankings don't matter.
Okay.
Mercedes Moné is going to have a single match and she's going to get the TBS title shot at Double or Nothing. It doesn't matter. They
Yep.
mattered for the build to Revolution for the world title match, and then they don't matter.
Let's Let's see here. After that, we get Will Ospreay versus Claudio Castagnoli. Holy crap. Love this match. This is my match of the night. Uh, Claudio attacks Ospreay from the start. He covers him right off the bat for a 2 count. Ospreay does his jump over the barricade to evade, and then the forearm back in to Claudio. He does that in almost every match, and he'll grab the foam and throw it behind him. I love that. He does it every time. Claudio stomps Ospreay in the corner over and over and over. Right on Ospreay's sternum. Ospreay hits a deja vu to Claudio. Ospreay dives on Claudio, but Claudio catches Ospreay and slams him. Will Ospreay flips off Claudio and kicks him in the head, and then runs the ropes and flips off the ropes and kicks Claudio again in like a weird ninja, like acrobatic feat. Man, unbelievable. This freaking guy. The golden goose, right? Am I right?
I mean, Takeshita's right there, but whatever.
Ospreay gets a sharpshooter on Claudio, but Claudio reverses into a sharpshooter of his own. Claudio kicks out of a tiger driver. Then Claudio pokes Ospreay in the eyes and lariats him. Covers, but Ospreay kicks out. They reverse each other's lariats, and then they reverse each other's power bombs. Ospreay reverses a Ricola bomb into a pin for 2. Claudio reverses the Os Cutter into a slam. Ospreay kicks out of the cover. Ospreay hits a Spanish fly in the middle of the ring on Claudio. Claudio counters a hidden blade with a big European uppercut. Ospreay or Claudio gets Ospreay in the giant swing, but he reverses into a DDT. Ospreay hits a Cancun tornado, then the hidden blade for the win. Holy shit. Hobbs, Takeshita, and Fletcher jump Claudio. Moxley comes out to help and takes on everyone. Hobbs says, "Next week." Ospreay was not happy. He says, "What are you guys doing?" He's definitely turning face, right? Or he's the face of the group.
Yeah. Ospreay's time in this group is not long. Like I'm surprised it's gone this long, but it is not long.
Yeah, what a freaking match. Like they really told the story of Ospreay like finally having like a pretty big challenge ahead of him with Claudio, but you know, he pulled through. He was able to do that acrobatic high impact kind of stuff that Claudio just couldn't overcome. So, yeah, man. What a match. Claudio looked like a freaking $1,000,000 too.
Yeah. It's definitely one of the best Claudio matches I've seen in a bit. Ospreay was fantastic as always in this. You mentioned all the good spots, but just to reiterate, Ospreay countering the swing into the DDT, that was really beautiful. Then that you called it the Cancun torpedo, that was awesome.
Tornado.
And then Claudio Castagnoli, Ospreay was going for a cutter. He countered it with, I thought it was a burning hammer, but it doesn't really matter. It was a really good move. Like, this match all in all was really good. But my favorite thing about this match was when they came back from picture in picture and they did that big crowd zoom. Somebody's copying WWE and all their production changes, but that's okay. I'm fine with it. Do it, please.
Okay.
Yeah,
it makes a better product. So do it.
Yep. Yeah, great match. What do you think, Chad?
Oh yeah, I loved it, man. It was I wanted like another 10, 15 minutes. Those guys are just so athletic, and so creative how they just would, get into like they had the regular move set, but the way they put things together and countered things, I was like, oh, that's new. Oh, that's inventive. Yeah, I could have like honestly just give me that again at the pay-per-view. Sorry, Danielson, you're out. I'm kidding. It's gonna be amazing.
We don't need you, Bryan Danielson. Just go back to WWE.
Yeah.
We don't need you.
Yeah, that was again my match of the night. Osprey's got to be one of my favorite wrestlers in the world right now, as far as skill.
Yeah.
Man.
The aerial assassin's going places.
Mm-hmm. This Osprey kid, he's pretty good.
Pretty good, man. I don't know. Cool. After that, we get a Swerve promo again, responding to Joe. Says last week Joe ran away like a little bitch, quivering while I held up the title. It looked good on me, by the way. Yes, it did. He says that's all he needed to see to know what he needed to do to win. Joe comes out with security holding him back. Uh, Swerve stomps every security guard at once.
And he stuck the landing.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Oh my God. He could have got hurt so bad doing that.
Swerve is the guy still. He is the guy still. It's crazy how he's like Okada, Osprey, all these goobers coming in, and Swerve is still like, oh no, he's definitely the next champ. He deserves it. Like he's so good.
Hold my beer. Watch this.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, the roof is gonna come off that building in St. Louis when he wins that sucker. I mean, watch our review of Dynasty or our predictions.
Someone gave away their prediction. I'm sure you could guess mine, but I'm not telling you. You gotta watch the show. Takeshita cashes in as Takeshita in the bacon. He wins it.
Wait, is that a thing? What did I miss?
I'm booking now. It's a thing.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. They get into each other's face and they come to blows. Joe slams Swerve into the steel steps and goes after Nana. Swerve jumps out of nowhere and kicks Joe in the head. Swerve gives Joe gives Swerve a muscle buster and holds the belt high above Swerve. Yeah, great heat. I'm so pumped for this match. It's going to be like they can't, duplicate the Cody Roman electricity, but this is pretty damn good.
Oh yeah. I think this was a great go home segment. It made Swerve look good. It made Joe look good. Made them look like equals, but Joe just got the better hand here. And then I loved Joe doing the little Nana dance. I thought that was real fun. So yeah, despite all the nonsense, I'm excited for Dynasty still, which is what matters.
Yeah, it's a very good card. Glad it didn't grow too much more because
hey, there's still a Collision and a Rampage, Buster. We got time. They got 3 hours to add matches.
Yeah. Yeah, good segment. I really like the ending. I like the format of breaking up. Like they had Joe and then Swerve and then Swerve and then Joe come, all throughout the show. I like that. It keeps you interested in it. I like that really with anything, any wrestling show where they do that with a theme or storyline. They
Yeah, it's cool to have a through line. WCW did that like fantastically during its heyday.
Yep. That was why I love it so much, basically.
One Raw they did not too long ago did that, and a lot of people were calling it the best Raw in like 20 years because it started with a Cody promo, and then The Rock made a surprise appearance and told him he's going to make him bleed. And then there was a backstage promo with The Rock where they're like, Rock, what did you say? He's like, I'm not going to tell you. And they're like, Cody, what did Rock say? He's like, I'm not going to tell you. And then the show ended with, I'm sure you know, Dave, it was that big Cody beatdown where he made Cody bleed. So, like, It was one of the best Raws in years.
Yeah, good production. Tony Khan hopefully got the stupid petty all-in footage feelings out of his system.
Mm-hmm. I hope it's a funk. I hope we just move on. I hope they're not like, oh, that was a bump. We got to do more stuff like that. Like, no. Build your stars. Have good shows. That'll be better long term.
Yeah, those Vince McMahon short-term rating pops.
Undertaker's back, guys. Hulk Hogan's back, guys. Come watch this. Like, that doesn't work.
But yeah, again, I'm excited for the pay-per-view myself now.
Yeah.
A lot of good matches.
We want to do our highs and lows for the evening.
Yeah. So I'll go first. My high for the episode has to be, just Will Ospreay. Him.
That's fair.
He is a freaking machine. Yeah,
Could
that
one
match
say
was
he's
really great.
undeniable?
Yep. I would. Man, low. Me and Chad had a really hard time finding a low last collision. My low is Mercedes revealing that she's still hurt.
I think that's fair. I would probably go with my high, the ending Swerve and Joe segment. I thought it really worked. I thought it was a great way to end the show, set the crowd home, not happy, but it like electrified them, and it makes me really excited for that main event. My low, not to dogpile on her too much, but it would unfortunately be Mercedes Moné. Just that whole promo was not good. So that's all I'll say.
Cool. Yeah. Cool. Ah, man. See, I was trying to be different, but you guys got the two things I liked most about the show already. What's number 3 on the list? It had to have been Jericho, right?
Yeah, of course.
I'm kidding. That was an awkward silence.
Yeah,
no, the Bucks. The Bucks were amazing. The match was cool, but for me, the thing that killed me was them cutting off that video package. I thought that was hilarious and excellent.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was so well done, and it caught me out of left field. I was like, did they just do what I think they just did? Oh, that's great.
I thought it was a genuine production error at first. Like, somebody's mic'd up and they're cutting a promo that we're not supposed to see. And they're like, no, we don't want to show this. We don't want to show this. Tony, cut it. So it was just done so well.
Yeah, it was cool. I've never really seen anyone try that in a wrestling show before. I'm sure it's happened, but that was pretty cool. Then my low point, probably Jericho. I don't know. Is that low hanging fruit? Is that too easy?
It was kind of a crappy segment. He said Jericho Vortex helped people, which like debatable. I think those people helped those people.
Yeah.
That makes sense, right? Like Orange Cassidy got over because he's Orange Cassidy. MJF got over because he's MJF, etc. I don't think he even credited himself for Moxley. Like, huh? Moxley was a star before you, idiot.
Pass.
It was a really great heel promo. He nailed it. He did his job.
Is he heel? What? Like, we don't know. Is he gonna turn on Hook?
Yeah. He was gonna form the new Inner Circle.
With who?
Guevara.
Yeah, I'm sure Hager needs something to do.
That's not new though. They were in the last one, right? Bring back what was it, Anna Jay in it, or was it Harley Cameron?
Anna Jay.
Bring them all back. Daniel Garcia, he's not doing much. He's just losing to the elite. Bring him back.
They could call it the Outer Circle.
And Jericho's at the center of it.
More people.
And Jericho's at the center of it with the FTW Championship.
Oh no. He can't win that belt because Hook is leaving to the WWE soon. So
why would he?
That was a report. He's gonna not sign a new AEW contract and purposely go on the free agency market
I didn't hear that one, huh?
just to field options.
Okay, all right. Good for Hook. I hope he gets what he wants. I
I don't think that's a good
I like
idea. But
Hook. I think he's one of those like, oh, I think this only works in AEW. I don't know. I'm not saying he couldn't work in WWE, but it would be weird. They would have to like cut out AEW Hook and present him as AEW Hook in WWE, which doesn't really work.
Yeah, he'd end up like becoming a Lex offender on the NXT or something.
Where are my
maybe a
registered
lower-
Lex offenders at? I forgot about that.
Everybody out there watching Grapple Sauce, all my registered Lex offenders.
Comment down
Hit up-
below if you're a registered Lex
Comment in-
offender.
Did
Oh,
he
so
just get
bad.
canceled?
No.
So bad. We're saying Lex.
Yeah, Lex.
Oh.
Oh,
How's he
good
doing,
Lord.
anyways?
He's still in NXT.
Who knows? Who cares? Oh, well, he's not that good.
I know. Okay, if you really want what he did, I did see one highlight of NXT. Their champ Ilya Dragunov was in the ring, and he's like, "Come fight me! I want a good tussle." And the whole locker room came out, and he was one of them. But it was just like a bunch of goobers kind of scrambling in. It was like the Devil Dumpling Gang. They're all just goobers. And then this new guy that they're really showing off, like, basically jumped up over him, over the Ilya Dragunov. And it was like a really good moment for this new guy. His name was like, I'm going to mess it up. It's like Javon Evans or something like that. It was a really good moment for him, but everyone else looked like a goober.
Gotcha. Yeah, man. Yeah. He made his call. He made his choice. But cool, yeah. Good episode, gentlemen. Again, don't forget everyone out there, elbow drop that like button, power bomb that subscribe button, and leave us a comment. We really appreciate that. I want to get out there that we are not serious wrestling journalists. We're doing this for fun. We may not have the most gripping, accurate news or information, but we do our best. We read things off the internet.
What do you mean? I'm a serious wrestling journalist,
Yeah.
all right? I'm coming for Dave Meltzer's throne.
But yeah, we appreciate your support. Thank you, everyone who subscribed. Any crazy person who's listening this far into the episode, thank you so much. We really appreciate you. And where, Chad, can we be found on the audio realm?
All of them. I mean, anywhere all major audio podcasts are found. We've got Apple, we've got the Spotify, I do believe the iHeartRadio and Podbean, and any other fancy schmancy place. Maybe. If you can't find us there, let us know down in the comments, and I will make sure that gets added there.
And then make sure to check out our short form content as well. Dave and Chad have been pumping out plenty of top fives for you to check out. I know Dave just published the top 5 tallest roster members of AEW. And like I said in the beginning, number 3 shocked me. I had no idea it was coming, but make sure to check out the video till the end. And thanks for watching.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, I think that just about does it. Yeah, and we will have our AEW Dynasty prediction episode airing very soon. Also, don't forget to check that out. See if your guesses and predictions match ours. And let us know in the comments what you think is going to happen at the pay-per-view.
Let me just tell you, I'm getting every single one of mine right, and that's not a prediction. It's a spoiler.
Tell me when I'm telling lies.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. I think that just about does it. Thank you out there for watching. We really enjoy doing this, and we enjoy having you all out there watch. So, yeah, thank you very much, and we'll catch you next time. Have a good one. Bye.
Peace.
Bye-bye.